What's up guys, Matchstick Gamer here bringing you another Dragon Ball related video. This video will be of course talking about Super Saiyan Blue, but more specifically, what is the multiplier for Super Saiyan Blue. It's been debated, discussed, people think since it's astronomically stronger than Super Saiyan God, which is already stronger than Super Saiyan 3, by a great margin, that should mean it should have a high multiplier. Well, I think people are actually overthinking this a little bit. And normally, whenever we want to look this stuff up, we would go to conceptia.com, look through one of the data books, be like, oh, right here, data book says X amount of multiplier, whatever, like, Super Saiyan 2 is times 50 or not times 50, times 100. So, that said, let's get into the actual show and movies to see what they can say about the form, because unfortunately, since there's no data books covering the information, we're going to have to go to like the series itself, the movies where the form was unveiled, what was said, to use that as a way to gather evidence. So first things first, on your screen you should be seeing an image of Dragon Ball Super episode 24. And, of course, we do not have this episode in English, so I won't be able to, play audio of the English dub of it. However, in the Japanese dub, you can see Goku here with these subtitles from the Crunchyroll sub says, quote, I am a Saiyan with the powers of a Super Saiyan God who is Super Saiyan. So, we're already getting some hints right there. In case y'all haven't figured it out yet, I am not telling you what the answer is yet until we go through the evidence. Because I've already got the answer, or at least I think I do. I could be wrong, admittedly. But let's go to the original movie, the Resurrection F movie. Now, I apologize about the quality of this image that you're seeing on your screen. I literally had to take a screenshot of it with my phone because my computer has some sort of anti-piracy measures or something in place to where if I try to screenshot even using a third-party software rather than using the built-in key command to take a screenshot, it'll gray out the image of the DVD. So, unfortunately, this is why the screenshot looks the way it does. It was taken with my phone. Anyways, Goku in the Resurrection F movie, again, Japanese dub with subtitles, and this is the Funimation subtitled version of it, says, but this is a Super Saiyan level with the power of Super Saiyan God. So a little bit over the reverse of what he said in the Resurrection F arc in Super. And then, of course, I managed to get some audio of Goku speaking in English. So, this is the Resurrection F movie English dub. I'm going to stop talking for a second, and you guys just take a listen to what Goku says.
You don't have the patience for the full story. So let's say I got a taste of something called Super Saiyan God, and now I've learned to tap into that power on my own.
And that's, interesting, right? Now, as we can see, the Resurrection F English dub, did not really give us much of a hint. Okay, so ultimately, what do I think is a multiplier? And there's not really much else to say with this stuff, but I think it's times 50 like Super Saiyan. Whoa, mind blown, right? Okay, again, I know, sounds a little crazy, hear me out, let me explain. So again, let's go back and look at the Japanese dub evidence. Again, looking at the anime of Super and the Japanese dub of the Resurrection F movie with subtitles, both having subtitles. Both more or less say the same thing, if not slightly reversed. It's basically a Super Saiyan with the power of a Super Saiyan God. As I have always said, all Super Saiyan Blue is basically Super Saiyan using God Ki. So, basically, it's still Super Saiyan. It would still have a times 50 multiplier, but you're probably thinking, what the heck? Well, what makes it so insanely strong is the fact that it's using God Ki. Now, granted, we really don't know that much about God Ki, but they've really been driving the point home in Super that God Ki is naturally superior to normal Ki. Now, presumably, I guess, if you had enough normal Ki, you could trump somebody using God Ki if they have not trained their God Ki enough to bring it up to a reasonable level. But on the most simplistic level, I think it's a safe bet to say that 1% of normal Ki versus 1% of God Ki, the 1% of God Ki will win. In a very, very, very basic sense. So, that's ultimately all Super Saiyan Blue is. It's just a times 50 multiplier with God Ki, which is why it's so strong. So, in theory, could Goku do a Super Saiyan 2 or 3 with God Ki? Yes, but they've also pretty much made it clear that the reason they don't is because, well, let's go back to the Cell Saga. Remember, they trained Super Saiyan, and they trained with Super Saiyan and mastered it to where it feels like their base form. They have not done the same with Super Saiyan 2 or 3. Super Saiyan 2 and 3 still drain a lot of energy compared to basic Super Saiyan, still put a lot of strain on her body, and it saps a lot of energy by comparison. It's not, those two forms are not really as good as Super Saiyan in regards to, you know, usability for the long term. That's why they still only use Super Saiyan for Super Saiyan Blue. So, I mean, heck, even the original name for the Super Saiyan Blue form kind of gave us a hint. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. I mean, bit of a tongue twister, mind you. Could bite your tongue, probably, if you tried saying it real fast. I'm not challenging anybody to do that. But ultimately, that's what this is. Super Saiyan Blue is a times 50 multiplier with God Ki. It's nothing more than Super Saiyan with God Ki, making it superior to the basic Super Saiyan forms. It's stronger than Super Saiyan 3 because of God Ki. So essentially, this is a method to where you could make one of the lower level Super Saiyan forms stronger than the higher level Super Saiyan forms using God Ki. So for simplicity's sake, basically, despite the fact it only has a times 50 multiplier, because of the God Ki it uses, it's stronger than Super Saiyan 2 and 3, and would last a lot longer in battle due to the immense ki control. I even dare to say that Super Saiyan Blue might last longer than regular Super Saiyan, as long as they don't repeatedly change into it, because from what I can gather, it appears that the one drawback to Super Saiyan Blue is if you go back to base, change into it again, you drain your stamina from changing into it. It doesn't imply that while you're in the form, it tires you out. It just as long if you repeatedly change into it, it does that. So it seems once you're in the form, once you stay in it, you're fine. That's not to say there ain't like no energy drain going on. It's just very minimal. I could be wrong about that there, but ultimately, my point is in this video that Super Saiyan Blue has a times 50 multiplier, and all it is just Super Saiyan with the power with God Ki. It's basically Super Saiyan God if it went Super Saiyan, which sounds weird because Super Saiyan God already implies it's a Super Saiyan, but I'd also like to add that I will not be trying to figure out what the multiplier for Super Saiyan God is, as that one's a little too difficult for me, but perhaps at a later point, when I feel confident, I'll try it, but for now, no. You should get what I'm saying at this point, but I guess it pretty much covers what I'm trying to say in this video. I've often thought people were overthinking this. I kind of thought it was obvious, but I went and looked at my evidence, gathered it. So, thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Speaking of subscribe, there's a little bell icon next to the subscribe button. Do me a solid, hit that bell. Do whatever it says to do. That way you can get notifications in your email stating that, hey, I uploaded a new video, so that way y'all can be the first to watch it. Comment down below if y'all are the first ones here to watch it. But yeah, thank you, and yeah, check out my social media stuff. Always linked down below in the description. Have a great day. Peace. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z/Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Fuji TV, Toei Animation, Funimation, and Akira Toriyama. I do not claim to own any of these. The video and any images that appear were used under fair use.